If you look at this problem, the question is coming from functions. All right, there is a greatest integer function which is defined in the problem, box x. So we know the definition of box x is what? Box x, you should never forget this as a competitive exam aspirant. All right, greatest integer function is always the value of x minus the fractional part of it. How? For example, if I ask you what is the greatest integer of 1.999, you will tell me the answer is 1. How is it? That is nothing but from 1.999, you subtract the fractional part of it and answer you'll be getting it as 1. So this part can be considered as the fractional integer. Is it okay? Fractional part. This is the fractional part. All right. And you always know that the fractional part and the fractional part, you know, this part. The fractional part will always lie between 0 and the fractional part will lie like this, right? Less than 1. Yes or no? If you want to calculate this part, look here. If you want to calculate this part, I'll tell you how to. Fractional part means always the decimal point. It should always be less than 1, but it should be greater than 0. So now we'll see here. Let me say put t is equal to x minus this part. Yes, which is nothing but the fractional integer, what I was telling you. And this value, so I can say minus 3t square plus 2t plus a square, that is equal to 0. Or I can say that now 3t square minus 2t minus a square is equal to 0. This is nothing but a quadratic equation. So what we'll do, if it's a quadratic equation, we'll compare with the standard quadratic form. At square plus bt plus c is equal to 0. This implies a is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 2, c is equal to minus a square. So t is equal to minus b plus or minus root over b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So t is equal to minus b will be minus of minus 2 plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac, which is nothing but 4 3s are 12 plus 12a square. 4ac, which is nothing but 12a square divided by 2 into 3, 6. So I can say t is equal to, if you can divide by 2 throughout, take out 2 common, okay? If you take out 2 common and divide, I'll be left with 1 plus or minus square root of, when I take out 4 here inside the root, we will get outside the root as 2. So I'll be left with 1 plus 3a square divided by 3, correct or not? Divided by 3. So answer cannot become negative, no? X from the integer, when you subtract the greatest integer, answer will be a fractional part. That fractional part will always lie between where to where? It can be 0. That fractional part need not exist only. For example, if I consider a greatest integer called 10, answer for fractional part will be 0, 0, 0, 0. It can be 0, but it cannot cross 1, because the moment it becomes 1, the integer will shift to the next part. Yes. So we can take only the positive term. Take positive value here. Take positive value. T is equal to 1. T is equal to 1 plus root of 1 plus 3a square divided by 3. And this value lies between where to where? 1 plus root of 1 plus 3a square divided by 3 less than 1. 0 less than or equal to 1 plus root of 1 plus 3a square less than 3. So I can write minus 1 less than or equal to root of 1 plus 3a square less than 2. So 1 less than or equal to 1 plus 3a square less than 4. So I can write 0 less than or equal to 3a square less than 3. So if you can see here now carefully. So this part will be 0 less than or equal to a square less than 1, right? Less than 1. So your value for a, so I can say here mod a lies between 0 and 1. Correct? Mod a lies between 0 and 1. Yes or no? Mod a lies between 0 and 1. So we can say mod a greater than or equal to 0 and mod a less than 1, which means a lies between 1 and minus 1. Okay. But it's told in the problem that this particular part will not take any integer values, right? So what will be the answer in which this function x will lie now? This a will belong to where? This implies to me that a belongs to See, minus 1 to 0, union 0 to 1. Yes or no? Why? Because 0 cannot take that value. 0 is an integer. This 0 belongs to the set of integers, right? Belongs to the set of integers. This cannot be taken. So what you have to do? Minus 1 to 0, union 0 to 1. This will be the answer to the question.